Larry Millete murder trial, now one step away from going to the jury.
The defense is delivering the closing arguments right now, and once attorneys finish, 12 jurors, 7 women and 5 men will begin deliberating the defendant's fate. News 8's Kelly Hussedall has been on this trial since day one, live at the courthouse yet again here. Kelly, coming to a close here.
Yeah, that's right. And so the defense is closing much different in tone and style from the prosecution's. Leanne Sabatini was basically like I'm not going to bring in some PowerPoint. I'm just going to talk to you. And at one point, she got emotional as she told the jury, you know, Larry, he's grieving too. She said, let's have a moment of silence to honor Maya Millete. And I looked over at the deputy district attorney's face, and she was giving Sabatini this death stare. So Sabatini really painting Larry as the victim to the jury. As she said, here was a guy going through some tough marital issues with his wife. His wife of 20 years, Maya, was having an affair, and all these problems started with this affair. It's 2020. They have 3 young children. COVID hits. Everyone's stressed out. Sabatini told the jury Larry had psychological effects. He was being gaslit. Larry thought he was insane, while the whole time he was feeling this betrayal, this grief, heartbreak. And that's why he was contacting spellcasters. You know, sure, we don't have to agree that's a great way to handle grief, but that's all it was. She told the jury Larry's being villainized. He was being made out to be the bad guy when she says all of his behavior can be explained by the fact that his wife was having an affair and he was upset. She claims the prosecution's facts are all looked at through this lens of Larry did it. He had to have done it. But when you take a couple steps back and look at everything, she points to there's no history of abuse. No one said Larry was ever physically violent toward Maya. She claimed you can't look at these journal entries Maya wrote about abuse as fact, that it's just talk. We don't know that it actually happened. She also added that any claims Larry was Googling suicide to try and frame Maya's death as a suicide are outrageous. He Googled hemlock suicide, she said, because Larry was at a low point in his life and was considering killing himself. So back out here live, there was this moment, though, that kind of drew a reaction from the courtroom, and it was when Leanne claimed that Larry was the one being abused. You could definitely hear kind of this murmuring in the crowd. At one point, she referred to Larry as this puppy dog. So right now, defense is closing, continues. Then the prosecution will have a chance for rebuttal. And after that, the case will go to the jury. Kelly Hussedall, News 8.